Conor McGregor faces Dustin Poirier on January 23rd in Abu Dhabi. The amount of hype going into this rematch has us excited. In this video, we will go through predictions given by some of the most well-recognized UFC fighters like Chael Sonnen, Justin Gaethje, Artem the Goat Lobov, and more. So make sure to watch the video till the very end. And hit that like button as it helps us get the video across to more viewers. Thanks a lot. Without wasting any more time, let's get right into this. Colby Covington. Let's start with the funniest and most drama-infused prediction first. And it comes from none other than the top-ranked welterweight contender, Colby Covington. He seems pretty sure of what the result will be. Here's what he said.
All I got to say, guys, is make sure you guys got the Kleenex ready at the press conference, because you know Dustin Poirier is going to break down on the mic. He's going to cry to the world, get everybody to feel sympathy and feel bad for him. He's going to get sparked again in the first round because he's completely washed up and has no chin anymore and no heart. So, you know, it's not going to be competitive. I think Conor's just going to spark him first round.
Did he say Dustin Poirier as Dustin Poirier? That's a new one from Colby for sure. However, we can safely say that this prediction is a little biased from Colby. Covington and Poirier used to be teammates on American Top Team. It is sure that these two don't share a positive relationship after Colby's departure from ATT. Chael Sonnen. Let's take a look at the prediction from the baddest man in Westland, Oregon, Mr. Chael P. Sonnen himself. 6 years ago, the fight between Conor and Dustin happened at UFC 178. We all know the result, right? What is going to be different this time around? What has changed that would make us interested in this fight? According to Chael Sonnen, Dustin is a much better MMA fighter than he was 6 years back. But in order to win the fight, Chael believes Dustin can't go out there and try to outstrike Conor. He will have to clinch, grapple, and make it a true mixed martial art bout with him. Here it is in the words of the undefeated himself.
Under the unified rules of mixed martial arts, Dustin does not have to go out there and go jabs and crosses with him. There's other things he can do. If he does those other things, particularly in the first 5 minutes, I think it could change his night. But no, if he goes out and tries to punch and kick with Conor McGregor, he's going to end up like everybody else, face down and embarrassed.
Artem Lobov, Conor McGregor's friend and sparring partner, the Russian hammer Artem Lobov, talked about how he thinks the Notorious One's rematch with Dustin Poirier will unfold at UFC 257 on January 23rd. Lobov examined that the fighting style of Conor McGregor will be the real differentiator in the upcoming UFC lightweight bout. He expects that Conor will knock out Poirier in the very first round, exactly like the first time they met 6 years ago.
I see this fight going exactly the same way. The reason being is, everybody's trying to make it out like Poirier wasn't good before he fought Conor or something like that. Like he's changed so much. No, remember what Poirier was. He was number 5 featherweight in the world. But just stylistically, his style just matches up so well against Conor that Conor, will stop him again in the first round. And it'll be no different from their first meeting.
Justin Gaethje. The explosive lightweight contender, Justin Gaethje, also came out with his pick for the fight. However, it was a little surprising that Justin sided with the man he has had verbal feuds with in the past. In a recent interview with Helen Yee, Justin echoed the fact that both Dustin and Conor are really high-level fighters. He believes both of them have evolved their mindset and skills to an even higher level. He is particularly interested to see if Dustin Poirier can rise to the occasion this time around. However, he sided with Conor McGregor to win the fight.
Conor's really good. I do see him probably winning.
Stephen Thompson. UFC welterweight Stephen Thompson had some intriguing perspectives and a highly credible take on the rematch, being a legendary striker himself. He remarked that McGregor has his own way of getting into his opponent's minds, which in itself is an added weapon in his armor, over and above his fighting skills. Conor affected the first fight with Dustin by his top-notch mental warfare. It was clearly visible throughout the lead-up to the first fight.
I've never disliked somebody that much that I've ever fought.
Per Stephen Thompson, the only person that Conor did not affect with mind games was Nate Diaz. But we are all aware that McGregor definitely knows how to deliver the second time he faces a fighter in the cage. He is even better than the first time around. Weighing in on his pick, Stephen Thompson sided with Conor McGregor as his clear winner.
I think Conor can definitely get it done again this time. Dustin Poirier has made some improvements, but the thing is, even though we haven't seen Conor McGregor fight in a while, the guy's a long life martial artist. The guy's training constantly, always in the gym, always training with people. So he's improved as well. So at this point, I think Conor McGregor takes it home again.
Michael Chandler. The three-time Bellator champion and UFC's newest signing has been pretty vocal lately. Michael Chandler believes Dustin does not possess the toolkit to get it done against Conor. However, he did give his props to Dustin on looking nothing but amazing since the last Conor fight. But Chandler is pretty sure a focused McGregor gets his hand raised at UFC 257.
McGregor goes out there and would be able to beat Poirier again.
Recently, RDA snapped his losing skid with a decision win over Paul Felder, and with that, the former champ is back in the lightweight title picture. In fact, Conor McGregor called out RDA to get ready to fight him after he's done with Dustin. Well, we have seen many such call-outs from McGregor to take them seriously anymore. The Brazilian gave his prediction for the fight. He, like most other UFC fighters, was confident in picking McGregor to win the rematch with Dustin as well.
I think he beat him once. I think Conor is a very good striker. And I think it's a good matchup for him. Poirier is a good matchup for him.
While Conor is a fantastic fighter who is rightly the favorite according to most of the fighters' picks, let's acknowledge Poirier isn't the same man McGregor beat all those years ago. Dustin is one of the best resumes out of all the active lightweights, and he has some big wins in the lightweight division. While Conor's last win in the lightweight division was in 2016. If Poirier can withstand the early storm and get the fight into the later rounds, he has a very good chance of being victorious. Both have gained extreme amounts of experience since they last fought. Conor McGregor earned experience in 3 different UFC weight classes, earned 2 titles, and even fought in one of the biggest sports spectacles of all time, the money fight. While Dustin Poirier climbed the lightweight rankings to become one of the most respected fighters in the organization by both his peers and pundits. This fight is going to be one of the most interesting rematches, banking on the ethos of how fighters evolve, improve, and become greater versions of themselves. Who do you think wins the rematch? Let us know in the comments below. More fighter predictions and breakdowns are in queue. Subscribe to stay updated for the same. You can support us by hitting the like button and sharing the video with your friends. Feel free to continue watching some of the other videos on our channel. Thanks a lot!